We are often raised to believe that total transparency is a moral standard. The expectation is that being an open book protects you from conflict. In practice, however, laying all your cards on the table simply makes your next move readable. When you are predictable, you become an accessible target for those looking for an advantage. Defensive survival requires a different framework: dark intelligence. This isn't a license to cause harm. It is a stoic system designed to prevent victimization. It focuses on understanding the mechanics of human behavior to ensure you are never the most vulnerable person in the room. Navigating a competitive environment means trading emotional reactivity for strategic calculation. Instead of flinching at a setback, you analyze the variables. You stop reacting to the chaos and start observing the patterns. High-level strategy starts with the principle of detachment. The logic is straightforward. If you are not afraid to lose something, that thing cannot be used to coerce you. Most people negotiate from a position of weakness because they are terrified of losing a job, a specific relationship, or the favorable opinion of peers. That fear of loss creates a hook that others can pull. You counter this by prioritizing outcomes over your ego. While others waste energy trying to win an argument or prove they are the smartest person in the room, you focus exclusively on whether or not the needle is moving toward your objective. This strategy requires you to be fluid. You must be willing to abandon a failing tactic the moment it stops working, while remaining fixed on the goal itself. Combining attachment with a focus on results changes your role in any interaction. You cease to be a desperate participant and become an observer who can walk away at any time. That ability to leave is what gives your presence weight. Once you have stabilized your internal state, you can begin to navigate others more effectively using an adaptive persona. Instead of forcing a single rigid personality onto every situation, you adjust your frequency to match the environment. You become a mirror to the person in front of you, adopting the communication style they are most likely to trust. If a colleague relies on data, you provide them with concise, analytical facts. If a partner needs empathy, you prioritize emotional resonance. You are speaking their specific language to lower their natural defenses. This adjustment is tactical. You are changing the delivery of the message, not the core values of the person sending it. Shape-shifting your delivery allows you to move through different social circles without friction. It provides a level of stealth that lets you build deep connections without revealing your full hand. Deep connection is furthered by the psychological echo. Most people are moving through their day asking 3 silent questions. Do you see me? Do you understand me? Do you value me? You answer those questions by listening for what isn't being said. You look for the secret desires or the heavy burdens that people usually hide behind a professional mask. When you identify those underlying emotions and reflect them back to the speaker, it fulfills a significant psychological need. They feel an immediate sense of relief and recognition. This process builds trust quickly. You aren't winning them over by talking about yourself. You are winning them over by proving that you truly see them. To maintain influence over the long term, you must treat your personal information as a scarce resource. This is calculated opacity. This is the curiosity gap. When the brain encounters a missing link, it obsessively bridges the void. By revealing only half your intentions, you force their imagination to fill the gap, allowing their mind to guide their perception. You supplement this with controlled exposure. Rather than oversharing your background or your skill set immediately, you reveal your capabilities in small, deliberate increments over time. Information that is rare is perceived as more valuable. By rationing what you share, you build a sense of mystery that keeps others engaged. They begin to weigh your words more heavily because they never know when the next insight will come. There is a common misconception that power is loud or aggressive. In reality, dominance is often achieved through silent leverage. A sudden pause in a conversation can be more disruptive than a shout. By using deliberate silence, you force the other person to fill the air, often causing them to reveal more than they intended, while you maintain control of the tempo. Finally, you must adopt ambiguous morality. In complex environments, black and white rules rarely produce the best results. You have to focus on pragmatic ethics. Choosing the nice option can sometimes enable a destructive person or lead to a failed project. A difficult, calculated decision might feel harsh in the short term, but it often provides the stability needed to protect the interests of the entire group. Knowledge without application is useless. Choose one of these 8 traits, whether it's silence or controlled exposure, and apply it consistently for the next 7 days. Dark intelligence provides the discipline required to create order and security. In a world that rarely plays fair, these principles offer a way to maintain your footing and exercise strategic power.